What's up, Nail Geeks? I am showing you guys Crystal Knockout's Metamorphosis collection today. This is a full set of trithermals that shift in all types of colors. Really wonderful overall, and lots of flakies and sparkles to be seen here. So let's get started with some swatches. First up is Spirit Revival. This is a light blue to medium purple to dark purple trithermal with purple to pink shimmer, purple to blue iridescent micro glitter, and green iridescent flakies and platinum silver flakes. So this one has a bit of a jelly feel to me during application. It builds it very quickly on the nail. As you're seeing here, that one middle color, like all of these really just threw me for a loop because they're crazy reactive to temperature change. So here I'm going to say between 2 and 3 coats for full opacity. I will say that for the most part, most of these dry down a little bit on the semi-matte side. So I would recommend a glossy top coat to really get it to pop. Lots of transition to see here. That mid temperature is what you're seeing on my nail bed right now. It's a bit of a lighter purple. In person, this will definitely go to a dark purple on cold, and you'll see it easily shift over to a very light blue when warm. So lots to see here. As you can see here on the full hand shot, I think you're seeing the 3 states right now. And then I'm going in once again with my high-tech hair dryer to give you guys an idea of the warmer state. So here, I did apply a glossy top coat to really bring out those flakes and the shimmer. And as you can see, it's almost even goes slightly colorless when very warm. So super reactive and lots of color states to see here. Next is Light Shine. This is a light to medium to dark green trithermal with copper shimmer, iridescent red shimmer, light gold micro flakies, and purple iridescent micro glitter. So once again, I feel like this one has a similar formula to the previous polish, between 2 and 3 coats for opacity, and you're going to be just fine. It does build up very quickly on the nail, and this one's also very reactive as well. I think all of these really, no matter what color state that they're in, transition wise, definitely pop. I think they're going to be beautiful on any skin tone, to be honest. This one I feel like has just a touch more opacity to it on application. As you're seeing here on that second coat, it's full coverage at this point. Now, in person, the most obvious part of the pigment here is a very lovely, very warm golden sparkle overall. Just very shimmery, very pretty. Here on the full hand shot, I do feel like it was trying to transition on me and going to a light medium green to the dark green. Very, very nice overall. And here, once again, high-tech things, you guys. This is my hair dryer, and you can see it in its warm state. So definitely we see a very light green here, very almost grassy light green, and then it slowly transitions over to a very, very dark green in person. Here on my tips, you're seeing that really warm green. It's almost like a lime green. So just throwing it out there, lots of green to see on this one. Next is Fire Eyes. This is an orange red to medium red to deep red trithermal with a subtle orange to yellow to pink shift, pink shimmer, bronze micro flakes, and burnt red flakes. So this one is definitely, if you like those brick type of reds, those almost coppery type of reds, this one's definitely going to be for you. It's of the warmer variety for the colors that you're going to see on this one. Very similar formula to the other two. It applies very easily on the nail, quickly builds up to opacity, and it does dry down a little bit on the semi-matte side. So once again, I would recommend a glossy top coat, which is what you see on the full hand shot. Here on that second coat, just really nice coverage overall. It really, really comes out and builds up very quickly overall. Definitely easy formula to use. No problems picking up any of the shimmers or the flakes up here. The flakes in this one are of the smaller variety as well as the others. So you'll get a really nice, almost like shimmery type of sparkle overall. And here on the full hand shot, once again, I'm wearing a glossy top coat. It really brings all of those lovely pigments out to play. And you can see that there's that orange red to medium red, and then there's that deep red. So there's definitely 3 colors to see here. Going in with the hair dryer, I think you guys can get a better idea of the really warm state. So it almost looks to me almost like a corally type of orange on the warm state. So definitely what you're seeing here, just really reactive overall, and it's just wonderful. I really liked this one as well. I think this whole collection is phenomenal, honestly. you can definitely see all three colors in each one. Next is Psyche Blossom. This is an aqua green to purple to blue trithermal with green to purple aurora shimmer, bright purple flakies, rainbow holographic micro flakies, rainbow iridescent micro glitter, and purple iridescent flakes. So this one was really cool to me. I can't wait for you guys to see the actual full hand shot, in my opinion. Just really, really nice. So this one during application is very similar to the others we've seen thus far. And that green was a really wonderful surprise. So when I went in for that second top coat, I was like, oh, I was thinking we were gonna see another purpley to blue or something like that. But this one has a really strong contrast between the thermal states. So the very cold state is a really dark purple. In the moderate to like medium thermal color, it's a really nice, like a purpley type of shade. And then on the warm state, you'll see a beautiful aqua green come out to play. So this one is another one that you can easily see all three colors depending on what temperature state you're in. Especially if you've got longer nails, you'll definitely see all three states as well on your free edge. So here, just really nice. I think all three colors are absolutely wonderful here. And once again, I was pleasantly surprised when I was working on these that this one came out to be a very vibrant aqua on the warm state. Next is Motivation Magic. This is a light pink to dark pink to purple trithermal with a purple glow, subtle linear hollow, purple and pink iridescent shimmer, rainbow iridescent glitter, magenta micro glitter, and purple iridescent flakes. So this one on my swatch photos, I do feel like the thermal transition is being a little bit subtle. I think my camera was just freaking out given that it's like a hot pink in one of the states. So just throwing it out there, in person you can definitely see the difference in the color states, but I feel like the video and my swatches unfortunately just really didn't give you guys as well of a representation as what I see in person. On the very cold state, you'll definitely see a purple color come out. You can kind of see it trying to start on my free edge there. I just feel like my camera is just freaking at this base color for the pink. Now, it does go to a dark pink in the medium state, and then in the very warm state, you'll see a really light pink as well. So here, you're seeing a glossy top coat once again, and then going in with the hairdryer to show you guys the warmer state. I think you can kind of get an idea for it, but just note it's definitely more apparent in person. The light state is a really, really nice, vibrant type of light pink, and the Aurora shimmer here gives a really strong purple glow overall. On this one, I would also once again recommend a glossy top coat just to really get that shimmer and those flakes to pop. Next is Personal Power Up. This is a dark pink to medium purple to dark purple trithermal with an indigo aurora shimmer, subtle copper shimmer, pink to blue micro flakies, a bit of linear hollow, and color shifting flakes. So this one is very, very pretty. This one it's similar to the other purples we've seen in this collection, though it does have a bit more of a shredded flaky effect to it overall. So here I'm going to say between 2 and 3 coats, depending on your application type. It does dry down a bit on the semi-matte side, so once again I would recommend a glossy top coat. It's very smooth on application, as you're seeing here. The buildup is very quick, very easy to get it to opacity as well. What you're seeing on my free edge right now is the very cold state. Definitely a very dark, almost eggplant-like purple, and then you'll see a medium purple and then a very dark pink that kind of flirts at being a magenta, in my opinion, on the warm state. So this one will give you that really like almost curly-like appearance with how there's those shredded looking flakes in here. They are of the medium to smaller variety, so definitely you'll see them much better in person than what you're seeing on the video, in my opinion. And here was that pleasant pop of color. The warm state, it's just that really lovely pink with a touch of a magenta undertone to it, in my opinion. Next is Amethyst Rain. This is an ombre thermal in shades of bluish purple with small metallic purple glitter and hollow shimmer throughout. This one is one of the more delicate ones in the collection. Very, very pretty. I think this one is another one of my top picks for the set. Really reactive on the nail. Now, this one does have a bit more of a jelly feel during application. So it is still very reactive to temperature, as you're seeing here on my free edge. It's just changing immediately on the brush strokes here. In person, you'll definitely see quite a strong range of purpley colors. They do have a very strong blue undertone in person. So I would personally say that on the very warm to hot state, it's almost like a creamy kind of white crelly look with a bit of a purple tinge to it. On the mid state, you'll see what's on my nail bed right now. And on the very cold state, you'll definitely see a very rich purple, which is what you'll see on my free edge here. On this one, I'm going to recommend 3 thin coats for opacity, just to really get that shimmer and those little flakes to pop. Really, really nice. This one's like what I would describe as a delicate but not subtle thermal. So you'll see lots of colors on this one as well. Here on the full hand shot, you are seeing it with a glossy top coat. And I think on my free edge and nail bed, you're kind of seeing that mid transition state here as well. So definitely that ombre effect going on with this one. Using the hair dryer here, very, very nice transition state. You can see what I'm talking about. It's like that, almost like a white crelly with a tinge of that purple effect. And finally, we have Cerulean Clouds. This is a sky blue to pale icy blue thermal with iridescent rainbow flakies and white shimmer throughout. So this is another really more of the jelly-like side, in my opinion. Definitely feels very crelly-like on the final look. Here it is a bit more on the delicate side. You could probably almost wear this one as a topper, in my opinion. So this is one of the lighter formulas in the entire set. Definitely worth it. The full range that you're going to see here is that wonderful, very light blue, and then you'll get that icy, like glowy type of blue on the very cold state. So in person, the shimmer is really strong in this one. Very, very nice. You'll see overall just lots of tiny little flakes in here. They're kind of iridescent and kind of give you this like sparkly rainbow effect overall. Now this one also dries down a bit on the semi-matte side, so I would once again recommend a glossy top coat to really get everything to pop, and you can see all of those tiny little flakes in there as well. So this one is another just really crazy reactive thermal as well. Here on the full hand shot, once again, you're seeing a glossy top coat, and this is what I was referring to earlier with that creamy looking, just slightly tinged white on this one as well. I do feel like this one leans a little more white on the really warm state. So all of these are currently available on Crystal Knockout's website. I will link you guys below to my blog post if you would like to see additional swatches of these, as well as a written review, as well as Crystal Knockout's website. So definitely check these out. These are really nice, very, very responsive thermals that easily transition to temperature change. As always, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.